So $700 billion total market cap for all coins. And I know you don't like to get into the business of coin picking, but if you were to guess in 5 or 10 years, are we more likely to see the total market cap of cryptos at 100 billion or 70 trillion? Are you, because it sounds like you're definitely bullish on the blockchain, but you're measured and you're thoughtful around the value of the specific coins. But taken as the market cap of the whole sector, um, trying to time is a fantastic smoother of modulation or a great modulator of waves. But is the regression line upward here for crypto over the next few decades?
I think it is, but I say this partly because I think a lot of the mainstream financial technology will cross over, that in 10 years, I think all the stock markets will be using these digital assets with blockchains to clear transactions. I think the sovereign currencies will be moved onto blockchains controlled by central banks. This will get to the point where this actually becomes the mainstream financial system, where you recognize that this technology is so valuable that it shouldn't just be for these private coins and tokens, but the real institutions that are the foundations of the economy, the central banks and stock markets and so forth, will find ways of co-opting the technology and integrating it into people's routine daily business. I fully expect that cash, physical cash, will be gone probably within 10 years in most parts of the world. And I think all of the financial records on stock markets, bond markets, derivative markets will all be kept on blockchains. But whether these will be private blockchains where people compete on a decentralized basis and there's no central authority, I'm skeptical about that, because I think for a lot of people, the comfort of a central authority of political oversight is still going to be very important.
Doesn't this, and maybe this is a
That guy totally dodged the question. And by the way, the interview is a little bit old, but it does still apply. If you do check out the like section of this channel, I have the entire interview. And if you take a look at it, it was actually posted less than a week ago, but the interview must have been done a while ago, since they're talking about a 700 billion market cap. We haven't seen that in a little while, and you can tell right now as I'm talking to you guys, we're speaking at a $260 billion market cap. But wow, he dodged the question. He didn't answer whether he thinks crypto will hit 100 billion, which we're not too far away, guys, from 100 billion market cap, but or will it hit 70 trillion? 70 trillion. If you've watched this channel, I'm hoping for a 1 trillion market cap by the end of 2018. So 70 trillion sounds very, very pie in the sky. And to be honest, his forecast is very, I mean, I agree with. I think a lot of this blockchain stuff is great, but unfortunately, there's too much power in central governments, central banks, and I do feel like they will take this technology and make it work for them. And there'll still be this independent, decentralized economy, but to hit 70 trillion of value, especially since these are all independent, they're not tied to any government or central bank. I don't know about that. It's very difficult, but in the future we might have crazy inflation, so 70 trillion could just be 7 billion. You never know. So I would never say never, but the reason why these guys are NYU professors is great. I mean, the analysis they gave is very true. I do see I really hope, though, the prediction of cash completely going, that doesn't happen, and I don't think they'll completely eliminate it. But if it does, it would be terrible, because then, unless you have stealth coins, literally every transaction will be tracked by the government, which I don't approve of. So hopefully they don't get rid of cash, but it is a good prediction that he's making. And that does bring utility to these privacy coins, where people will still want to conduct business like cash and not have to deal with the transaction being recorded or having to share that information with people. But let me know what you guys think. I don't think we're going to hit a 70 trillion market cap anytime soon. And I do believe in their prediction that governments, central banks will come in and start to create some of their own blockchain technology and kind of push out these independent guys. Even though Bitcoin is the first mover to the market and will always have some relevance, I believe personally, I do see people like American Express, Chase Bank, Visa, MasterCard, the big dogs, they are not going to allow a decentralized world to take over. Even if we, the people, want to, I think the way our governments are right now and how we are, quote unquote, ruled, I think that the central powers will continue to control most of the economy. Obviously, cryptocurrency market won't go away, but if the prediction was, will the independent, decentralized cryptocurrency market take over, the government-controlled market value? I don't think so. I think it would require a lot of uprising, a lot of political power from people, which it could happen. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball, but only time will tell. But this is a great interview, so please check it out. Please leave your comments. Your comments are very, very important to this channel. It really helps me figure out, what to talk about, what content to share. So please, if you haven't commented before, please feel free to fire away. I try to review all the comments, and it really helps with me on what I produce and what I share. So I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.